lot of people here. I'm a fan just like you. And now I'm hanging out with you guys and promoting this show and making sure that you guys get here to enjoy this. When I was a kid, Leroy, that character touched me, and I think it touched all of you. It's an underdog character. I grew up in a small town, and I always felt different. A lot of people probably feel the same way. You don't see yourself on screen. You know, you don't see those kind of characters. You don't see these positive movies people made. And something about that movie, when I saw Leroy on screen, who looks like he could be my brother, doing this, I already love Bruce Lee. Now I see a man that looks like me doing the same thing. And you know, not only is that huge for black people, but it's huge for anyone who's been picked on. We all have Sho'nuffs in our lives who stand in the way. And many times all you need is that you just gotta believe in yourself to get through it. Their obstacles are not real, they're all Sho'nuffs, just knock them down. How many people got goosebumps when Leroy caught the fist? How many people were like crying when Leroy was crying when he saw the pizza joint was smashed up? Well, we'll get into the war, but that was Taimak's first role. How about that acting? Like, seriously, what? But yeah, so I do run the Last Dragon Tribute.com. A lot of you may have found the event from Facebook, from Instagram, at the Last Glow on Instagram and Twitter. So if you really enjoy this feeling you have now, you want to hold on to that on a daily basis. We post pictures and video and funny stuff all the time, so check it out. We set to go?
Buenos Demetrius. Are you ready?
Yeah, I need a couple more chairs.
Okay. All right, so first of all, okay, let's introduce you to the cast of The Last Dragon. Let's hear it for them. First, we've got one of the show's women, Julius. We've got Arkadian. We've got the man, Taimak himself. Kirk Taylor. We've got the Punch. Ernie Reye Jr. We've got Michael, Jim. Dum Goy guys. Loving Dalton. And Henry Yuk. What is this on Dum Goy? Okay, so this is going to be very exciting for all of us here, all big fans. We're going to open up the floor for a few questions. First, just to get the energy started, I just wanted to ask the cast, anyone can jump up and answer. I'll hand you guys the mic. What I want to hear is just, what is it in your mind that made this movie 30 years later still, pack a theater like this, and there's many people who couldn't make it?
First, I want to thank Demetrius Angelo for throwing this event. Thank you. I want to thank everyone for coming out. From my heart, I love you all.
Julius is mother. She's somebody. Could be here with us in North.
Grandmaster Ron Van Clief. We didn't hurt each other too bad either. And I understand how Ty feels. We had a special bond on set. And Julius, as ferocious as he was on set with us, and he did not break the team takes. He went home, he told me personally that he was having bad dreams where he was fighting with folks in his dreams. I'm not kidding, he said he would wake up sweat, just sweat dripping off him. But as ferocious as he was that kind as well, and that gentle a guy. When I met him off set, ran into him like a month or two after the film. I couldn't believe how cool and how quiet and how gentle he was. We really genuinely loved him and we miss him. And he's here for us all to continue to enjoy his presence and his love, and Leo as well. Yeah.
Sorry guys, it's overwhelming, you know, all this going on here, but at the same time it feels really great to have all these talented people here with me and all you guys here. It's overwhelming, but I just, to answer your question, Frank, it is surreal because, and I'll tell you a quick story. As a kid, I used to, 13 years old, 14 years old, I used to leave junior high school right afterwards. I come right to 42nd Street. Why? Because it was the only place you could see martial arts movies from the Shore Brothers and all those martial arts movies. But 42nd Street today is a completely different place. Back then, they had pits and pushers and drug dealers, and it was criminals all over the street. And when you got in the movie theater, they were in the movie theater. So I was a kid, so happy to be there because you pay $2, $3 and you see 2, 3, 4 martial arts movies, and that's where I saw my Sensei Rabbi Clief and the Black Dragon and all these other fantastic movies. But it's surreal because here we are today, 30 years later, in the same block. I don't know.
It's almost the same building. It's in this space, right?
Chris, you want to say something?
I don't know. I'm amazed by the response to this after all these years myself. In hindsight, I have decided, and it was pointed out to me here in the movie, that I do say, holy shit. And maybe I should have modified that a little bit. That's a little late now. But you guys have been great. The reason I came today, thank you to Demetrius and to everyone else, is because of you. Because you're the ones who kept this going. That's right. I did. Thank you. I'll see you in another 30.
Everybody go around and applause for Gary.
Boy, that I enjoyed it. It's been a long time. I told that when he started speaking about Sho'nuff, the night that I went to see it, I played children, and I stood up in the theater and I said, "Kill him!" And we did it again too. Thank you so much.
The question about why this movie endures, to me, has to do with the central premise that the power and the globe is inside you and it's inside each one of us. And once we come to realize that, we really do glow, we really do radiate in life. And you don't have to be a martial artist, you just need to be a human being to allow yourself to be fully empowered with that. One of the incredible things about doing this film was it was a mix of real martial artists and real actors who hadn't done martial arts, and martial artists who hadn't done acting. And there was something very special about that because, as was mentioned, we really teamed up. And I think that teamwork really came through. And you guys are the ones who allowed the legacy to travel forward. So give it to your kids. Give them the power and the glow, and thank you, Taimak, for really going there with it.
want to send you his love. He's directing Blackish and episode Arrow right now. So he let them make it. I know we used to try to get everybody else here. For whatever reason, it didn't work out.
Sorry.
But, you know, I'm sure they're happy that you came.
Now I come down here, I want to miss up you guys over here. Would you like to say some words?
Sure. Well, when I look at the script, so it wasn't called Dum Goy, it was called Become Low. It's true. It was Become Low, and I read it and I go, they can't do that. And then they changed it. And so they even got it like Some Dumb Fuck. And then they finally settled on Some Dum Goy. True story.
First of all, I want to thank everybody here today. I want to thank Angelo for putting on this great event. You know, for me, this is, like Ty, a very emotional moment because, you know, 30 years have passed and the meaning of the movie still holds true in my own heart as well. And it is even more impactful now, having had 30 years of life challenges, great moments, but also life's challenges, because the theme and the premise, like Lisa was saying, still holds true today. I want to thank everybody from the bottom of my heart for all the love and support of all these years.
Thank you, thank you, thank you. Well, it's really quite amazing that Mike and I trade stories all the time about bumping into people who were huge fans of the movie. And none of us, I don't think, had any idea that it would become this cult classic at the beginning. And Mike and I would bump into people and say, "You were in that movie!" Yeah, what movie is that? That's the Last Dragon, man. So then, every time the movie comes on, I put on my ninja outfit, I sit down and watch that movie. So over the years, we just have had such a great laugh over all of this, because the movie, in the end, is so much fun. And everybody just has a great time watching it. And we had a great time working on it. I mean, we got to do some stuff that we normally, as Asian American actors, never get to do. You know what I'm saying? So it was just great fun to get to do all that stuff. And then to come here today and actually hear everybody recite the lines. Like, that's far out. That's really far out. So thank you. Thank you very much.
The energy that they have together up here, the love they have for each other, you can just see how special this was. I don't know if you get cast together, if there's this kind of real camaraderie. Like, I've seen these guys away from the cameras and the flashes, and they're the same way. These guys really like each other. It's amazing, and the energy you feel off is incredible. When I first started doing this and got a few guys together, I was kind of worried that, you know, it would be a letdown, that, you know, these guys are going to get together and it's going to ruin my love for it, but it's making it stronger. And I'm sure you guys feel the same way. Yeah, we're still going to go through and we don't want to get everybody here. So this is Kirk Taylor, of course, who played Crunch.
I just want to say that Crunch and Ty have made up.
And many of you might know Grandmaster Ron Van Cleef. You may or may not know that he was actually in the movie, not just the stunt coordinator. But does anyone know who he was? Yeah, the guy with the mask, with the chains and he was beating on there. Yeah, see, you guys have watched it 100 times, you didn't even know that. Yeah, so I'd like, you know, Ron to stand up here and say some words, please.
I stayed for 30 years, and I was overwhelmed when we started working on the project. Michael Schultz came to me, and we got when Michael Schultz, the director, wrote the script to me, they immediately thought about Taimak, the Last Dragon. And look what happened. 30 years later, we did the film. We're all still alive and healthy. It's a feel-good movie. It's the kind of movie that's not human. I want to see Last Dragon 2. And 3.
You better hurry up.
It was a real pleasure working with everyone. Ernie, he was the same age as my son, oldest son, Kirk. Chris, Janet, Lisa, and it was a wonderful, wonderful experience.
This man is still training martial arts, and he's doing jiu-jitsu every day, lives in Hawaii now. This is a pioneer. This is a pioneer in the martial arts, you know. When there were, before UFC, before all that, there were only a handful of real martial artists that were in this town, whipping butt and being real. And this is one of them. And he's the oldest man that ever fought the UFC. The oldest man that ever fought the UFC. He's a trailblazer. He's a pioneer. He's someone that all martial artists look up to because he's still doing it. And what does that mean? It means that you never, ever give up. You're a lover of life and you're a lover of your dream. You never give up.
I know Taimak like my son. That's what I can say.
Jenny Wu, who played one of Sho'nuff's moments. You have a little moment here. Tell us what it's like to work with Julius Carry.
Well, I'm not much of a talker, but thank you all for coming. This has been an extremely exciting experience for all of us. We genuinely love each other and care for each other. To see the film come to the stature that it has now from when it started, but no one really was unless you really went to the movies a lot. It's wonderful. I have no words for it. Just thank you all so much for the support that you give this film and for the support you give the actors in it. Thank you.
So, I know we did talk a little bit about Julius already. You know, another actor that's passed away since the filming movie was Leroy O'Brien, who, you know, I know, when he was on film, people were laughing, just really loving that character. You know, maybe Taimak, you can start us off with saying a little something about you, who obviously couldn't be here to join us today.
How about the fun times?
You know, he was just a ball of light. And although right after the shooting, we didn't become best of friends. He was a kid, you know, and I was just turned 20 years old. But he never lost that spark, you know. I saw him after he got shot. This was a few years back before he passed away. And I you know, I reached out to Cold Hospital. I hadn't seen him for a few years, and I went to the hospital, and his stomach was all sewn up, and his friend was there, and he tried to jump out of bed. I couldn't believe it. He said, "Oh my God, he's here!" And I gave him a hug, and I said, "Man, I'm thirsty." And he tried to run out there. He actually got up and walked around the hospital. I said, "Leo, get back in bed." He said, "No, I'm all right." I said, "Yeah, that drug that's talking. You're all right. You got your medication. You better get back in bed." He ran out, found a nurse, and "Get my man some water." We got me some water, and you know, you know, life, all I gotta say is life goes so fast, you know? If you spend 1 second thinking about doing anything, think about love and not hate. Because that's all you got is love. And if you spend any time hating on anybody, you're just hating on yourself, you know? I'm sure many of you have loved ones that passed away. Julius, you know, you may not have these people in your community, in your family. You may not have them very long. You'd be surprised. Like William Holhouse, a friend of ours, his father just died yesterday. He was supposed to be here. So, you know, just love, that's love.
Another really interesting aspect of the film that I found from having a conversation with you was how much of the movie was ad-lib, you know, and how Michael Schultz might have felt about that, and how Barry Gordy, you know, one maybe liking it, one maybe not. I talked in particular to Chris, who played Arkadian, about some of his lines that a lot of that was Christopher Murney. So maybe you can tell us a little bit about that story.
Well, but it wasn't there. And so we were shooting some scenes, and lines like, I don't know where I picked it up, little piggy people. I don't know where that came from. And Barry got a little upset about it, and then Michael did it. And I said, well, it's not War and Peace. I mean, that's a little fun here. And they grudgingly said, okay. So then they came back after the first scene we shot of the movie, not the movie itself, was the scene where I bring in the money with my star. And they had the hairpiece on. They went to great lengths to get fixed and right. And finally they saw the dailies and went, holy shit, as Eddie would say. That really sucks. So they said, we're going to have to reshoot this scene. And I said, why? Just leave it on his head. And the next time you see him, he doesn't have it. Or he has it before. Okay. So that, and it moved like that rather rapidly. Mike has a story also where there was one thing that was set up and things changed. So you got to roll with it. And that's how that movie was shot.
The Dum Goy scene wasn't supposed to be what we saw, so you know, imagine that. So
when we first got the script, we were very cheap, right? So we sang bars and dolls and stuff like that. And then we shot a whole day, and then Barry Gordy came on set. But what the fuck did they do? I wanted to be half, I wanted to be full, so he changed it. But we didn't have rewrites. He just wanted to change it. So say something else. What did we say? Go say something else. So that whole scene, hasta la pasta, when it's good, that was all accurate. That was all accurate because it wasn't scripted, right? And we weren't supposed to shoot cracks. That was something that we came up with. And outside was this good man.
He says something out here.
Yeah, when we originally got the scripts, shows men were show men 1, 2, and 3, same as shows women 1, 2, and 3. And with Julius, we all got names, so the women never got called the names, so we remained shows 1, 2, and 3, but Beast, Crunch, and Cyclone got their names.
You still got a grudge about that.
Well, my name was Snapper. I would probably Flame or something like that. But we were asked to improvise in that dojo scene. And the Kiss My Fist line, that was in the script. I auditioned with that. But the banana line, right off the top of the head club.
I actually did a little poll on Instagram and Facebook about what we should have called you. Yeah, and it was Sho'nuff.
one reason I got the job is because Barry was very interested in having a rainbow effect. So I was the Scandinavian end of the event.
Kirk, did you want to add anything? This is in your realm here.
This is crazy. I keep trying to adjust my mind that's in 30 years' time. Really? It goes 30. And we're here. Yeah. 31. Just the way things were created on set. We had such a good time. And I remember when Julius actually named the guys. He looked at Andre and said, "Your name is Beast." He turned to David Clark and said, "Cyclone." I said, what about me? What's my name? He said, Crunch. Yes, thank you, Julius.
Ernie, if you could tell us a little bit about, another thing about the movie some people don't realize is that you're fighting your dad in that scene, and I know that was really important to you. So maybe talk about it. It was, was Ernie's first role ever. He's moved on to so many other things now. We'd love to hear a little bit.
Well, it really, leading up to me getting into the entertainment business, none of that would have been possible without my father and the training. So I'm tremendously grateful for all of that because, prior to getting into movies and films and television and stuff like that, we trained really hard, and my dad raised me as a martial artist. And we choreographed, fight scenes every day, and we would travel the country. So, not only did I get to work on a movie and to be with my dad, but I got to take down my Vanity 6 poster from my bedroom. Dad, we made it! It's an awesome experience, and just sitting and watching the credits roll, and seeing my dad's name up there, being part of that movie together, and from the West Coast demonstration team who also came out here to New York. It's a really special thing to really share with my dad. I wish he was here, so I love you, Dad.
We're going to get on in here.
Hold on. They have any questions?
Okay, that is good. We can open up for, we don't have a lot of time left for questions, but we do want to get one out there. Who's watched the movie the most time? Maybe we'll find you.
I got a question.
You jumped up right here.
Absolutely. My name is Preston, and I, as a young 8-year-old white boy, knowing about The Last Dragon, had my own trouble finding other Last Dragon fans, but I just want to thank all of you. Thank you for being so courageous and my hero. Not really a question, but this moment means a lot to me.
You have time for a few more questions, Peter?
Jerry,
Yeah.
something to say?
Yeah, sorry. Okay, we're going to open for another question. This guy's calling me earlier. I didn't get it.
It's like an echo of what he said. Thank you guys for being here. And also, I wanted to know, being that it's a cult classic now, when it was filmed, was there ever talks about being a sequel, like part 2, or maybe a story about that? And Vanity also, I'd love to know about her.
Sure. Can we bring out a professional wrestler who played our Sho'nuff tonight, Jimmy Mayhem, please?
Thank you guys. Thank you so much. Thank you guys for inviting me to be a part of this. Thank you for letting me portray the Sho'nuff character. It's a huge honor for me. Jesus.
Real quickly, there was a meeting, and it's kind of, I'm actually writing a book. It's going to be out next year. But I talk about everything. But part of it was, there was a relationship I had with Barry Gordy, and there was a relationship I had with Susanna Pass. One was, it's hard to explain. It's kind of hard to explain. But there was sequels that were in the making or going in the making, but there was some political stuff that was there, you know. And I had to clear it up. It wasn't about me as much as it was about that political stuff, you know. But next year I'll have a book out, and I hope everybody reads it. It's really transparent, the famous political work about my life and everything, my journey, and everything that I've been through, my experience since then, and the future is looking incredibly bright.
And I want to ask you a question, because as people were coming up to the table today, I was asking the question, if they could vote on it right now, would they go for a Last Dragon remake or a sequel?
Reboot sequel.
Eddie's got to get out of prison at some point. That's Jerry Fasty Fontaine.
All right, so I'm the guy that wasn't in the movie. You have anything was gonna happen? We're working on the basement, and he's supposed to be a karate champion with me. And he says, "We're gonna see if he's gonna do a freaking movie." I said, "Okay, I'll see you later on." Right? So I launched the set, and everybody's there, and we're working on fight scenes. And I came up with this crazy idea. Ernie, how about pop? And it's pretty well known now, right?
All right, well, so Jerry, you said, well, that talk, but they want to see some action.
Let's So what happened was, I wanted to have some fun with Ernie and the crew, and I got them to go, I opened the door for them so they could take the train to 42nd. But they didn't pay. Everything they could, but the bottom line was that being a star, being a fan of the West Coast Devil team, having the Black Dragon there, and my friend Taimak, I go to one of the jokes I went to see and see what that happened. And the bottom line is that every 30 years after, Taimak looks like he's the same. But the real guy, he looks about the same too. And Ernest is about the same too.
I need to do one thing for you. It's what got me on The Last Dragon. I still remember I was 9 years old when I saw that commercial, and all I remember was that. So we can answer more questions, but there's a lot of voices need to be heard up here. I'm sorry, guys.
Thank you.
Give it up for the character, Last Dragon, everyone. I'd like to thank our moderator and supporter. He was the man behind all of the promotion, Mr. Kirk Sutton, from the California. We were running on the call for Week 11. Then Bloem versus Murney. Kirk Taylor. Ernie Reye Jr. Henry Yuk. Thank you guys for coming out. We want to do this all year long. Okay? Because this is something that surpasses generation after generation. My son watches, I'm sure some of your kids watch, your nieces, nephew. And it's just something that, stands the test of time. It is truly a cult classic. And it's something as New Yorkers we can call our home. It is one of the most diverse films, period. And it's what the Urban Action Showcase Expo is about, celebrating diversity and honoring the past, present, and future within the action genre. We want to thank everyone. We need a break for an hour and a half, and then you guys can come back for the awards show. Okay? Thank you so much.
Yeah, didn't I tell you I was gonna do it? Yeah, man.
There's some fortune cookies outside and some t-shirts too. If you like the last roll.